Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. I just realized something. We've been importing a lot of iron. Wow, we've been importing a lot of iron. But we've got iron here in Dutch Senegal. Not here in Dutch Senegal, but we got iron here in Dutch Senegal. So I'm going to build up some iron mines. And yeah, we're going to... Let me see. We got plenty of infrastructure. Liberia, we got some iron mines. We'll need a little bit more. A few more railways here to support the number of iron mines we need, but not a big deal. Sierra Leone, we've got iron. Dutch Senegalese Guinea, we got iron. Never mind, we don't have that. And what about Senegal? Senegal, we've got some iron as well. So we'll throw a few more railways into construction and get us some iron. As always, I'm going to put the railways in first. And yeah, then it's all iron mines all the time. In Jabal Shamar, I can safely ignore this without a problem. Just gonna let my infamy go down and wait until the Kingdom of France and the Paris Commune pop off, because that situation is gonna be absolutely buck wild. Okay, but realistically, what if I stole Trarza? Let me see. Trarza's all one state, and I can put it into Senegal if I wanted. Would that be right? Let me see. Trarza is a primarily Bidan culture, and this area is plurality Bidan. Okay, so it's probably better that way. Alright, so if I took over the area, hypothetically, if I said be my protectorate, what would you say? Well, certainly nobody would stand in my way here. Except for maybe Senegal, but I can't imagine they would. So let's do it. Let's wait until we've built up a bunch of iron mines. Let's wait until we've built up a bunch of iron mines in Senegal and turn them into a dominion. That's the ticket. Alright, I figured it out. We got where we wanted to get to. Excellent. So now that Banjar is a puppet and a presidential oligarchy, we can actually change up their government. But I think that's actually fine. I think with a lot of these countries, the trick is just to get the right government into power. Is the hard part's getting to presidential republic. Once we've done that, I think it all basically sorts itself out. So once again, the British and French are moving into Central Africa, as they are always doing. This is a very common theme. Proletarian revolts in Sindh. Not my business. I can safely ignore that with no problems. Alright, Dutch Senegal. Dutch Senegal. What kind of movements have you got? Got a lot of issues surrounding the... You're currently in racial segregation. You're trying to go for national supremacy. Not a great call, Dutch Senegal, if I do say so myself. You don't want to be deliberalizing the vote when you're in a place where most of the people are already discriminated. That's not a great call, if I'm gonna be honest. Feels like you're not really gonna do. Feels like a misplay. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You're getting very close now. Switzerland is still where it is. I think they're happy being my protectorate, and I'm happy having them as my protectorate. Egypt is very slowly getting to be better friends with me, so I'm feeling pretty pleased about that overall. Lost a general, and the food combine of Flanders is no longer profitable. Oh, they're a little profitable. but not profitable enough to be gaining in profitability. Still, wait. Oh, right. I need to upgrade my units. Whew! Good thing I remembered about that. And there is elevators. That's actually wonderful. Because that will let us get our urban centers over to arcades. Oh, and I didn't realize I never went to public motor carriages. We'll definitely do that. That'll be useful. That'll make our motor industries more profitable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry? Hold on. I'm so good at YouTube, y'all. Alright, now, what else are we trying to get done this episode? Do I want to take more puppets? Obviously, there's Trarza. I'd love to take Trarza. I don't think anyone's going to stop me from taking Trarza. Alright, here we go. So Dutch Senegal is officially ready to be a dominion. Let's go ahead and hit that button. That makes them rebellious, but their liberty desire is going down really fast. So hopefully it's not going to be a big issue. Let's take a look at our other subjects. Everyone's chill. Isak is going down at a moderate rate. And we've got a war between Scandinavia and Hamburg. What is going on over here? You're trying to get a protectorate over Hamburg. I could probably stand with Scandinavia, honestly. No one seems interested in getting involved. This would be a good opportunity. I think perhaps I'll do it. Really, nobody seems... Mexico might get involved. USA might get involved. I can only get war goals. I'm not super stoked about that. Regime change. There's an interesting notion. Scandinavia is still an oligarchic presidential republic. And maybe we'll just leave it be. So what's going on with the Paris Commune right now? Do I have any way to take a look at things? The spirit of the Commune. Stronger intelligence, trade unions, armed forces, weaker landowners, Catholic Church, industrialists. Parisian gold reserves. Interesting. Bank of France. Huge tax income. Disallowed downsizing of buildings. Free exports. Militant feminism. Workforce ratio, dependent enfranchisement, conscriptable battalions, citizen soldiers, reduced morale loss, unresponsive government, reduced legitimacy, domestically distributed photographs, extra legitimacy, practical, political, positivism, stronger academics, engineers, and officers. Interesting. So I just got pasteurization. I don't know that that changes any of my production methods capabilities, but let's take a look. Yeah, so we already had the higher version. This last one is only going to work with flash freezing. We'll have access to that at some point. So, let's go ahead and change up our trade situation with respect to rubber. I don't need to bring this in anymore, and I can do nothing but export it. In fact, rubber should be dirt cheap in this customs union at this stage. So let's find some rubber sales. We can sell to the British. I think that's going to be productive. I think you're lying. Austro-Hungarians and Americans. Again, we've got a real convoy shortage, and I can't increase the number of convoys in Dutch Senegal here. Legislation imposed in Ethiopia refuses. They refuse to do it. Okay. So they failed to do a democratic republic. That's fine. These things happen. They tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it just didn't matter. Alright. I think I can halt relations in Egypt for now. Hamburg backs down. Nobody got involved. Britain's going after Trarza, or that. Another revolt happening in Denmark. Denmark's going absolutely buck wild because they're stuck in this war that the French are part of. Let me see, what parts of... So, Zealand is held by Scandinavia. Jutland is part of Denmark. Wow, that's a really bad situation. The population here is absolutely tanked. Probably due to the war. Let me see, the Prussians are involved in this. Nassau, with a capitalist revolt. I'm tempted to stand with them, but I don't need to, necessarily. Over here we got Communist Portugal popping off with Russia supporting the government. They'll give us an obligation. I don't desire that. You got anything better? No. Alright, well, I'll be neutral. And this is Bundelkhand. I cannot possibly be bothered to get involved. Oh, the Paris Commune disappeared. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. Oh my gosh, they have a massive bankruptcy penalty. France might actually lose this war, unless Britain's also bankrupt. Legacy of Regicide. Oh, that's brutal. Wow, Britain's really having a hard time with these movements. I tell you what, they should be suffering from some pretty severe mass radicalization at this point, I would hope. Doesn't look like it though, actually. Well, they've got quite a few radicals, that's for sure, but no turmoil. I wonder if they've just got really high policing. Yeah, they got law enforcement at 5, that's why. Trying to go to laissez-faire from interventionism, that's absolutely brutal. Let's take a look at what new companies we can get. Food Combine of Flanders, I think I can actually live without at this stage. So, let's see. Fertilizer. I'm not going to read all of these. I'm just going to look at the ones that look useful. So, Dutch Oil Syndicate, 10% migration attraction, and Dutch Paper Syndicate, 10% bureaucracy. Those are both attractive options. Extra infrastructure from population from the Flanders forestries. That's extremely tempting. Formation speed, Navy offense, infrastructure, state construction. Hey, we got military aviation. Wonderful. Do we have a tank company in our options? Oh, attainable is just... potential is just everyone. Alright, doesn't look like it. So let's go with the... Let's go with... Uh-oh. Oh, I had to sneeze. Alright, let's go... 5% infrastructure is extremely tempting. But infrastructure per population is, I think, better. Alright, let's go with the Oil Syndicate. And we'll go with the infrastructure per population. And that'll be nice. Alright, first flights. The first heavier-than-air flight has been achieved. This technology will pave the way for the future of aviation. Never before have we commanded such mastery of the skies. With these bold new developments, the sky is the limit. Look, I'm a bird. Alright. Let's, okay, Marine Royale's finally suffered a death. All these guys are still petite bourgeoisie dorks. We'll go with you. Traditionalist, an integralist, a market liberal, or a corporatist. You're 77 years old. I'm gonna let it be for now. I'm gonna just let it be. Oh, did I lose the other one? No, it's fine. Oh my goodness. Who's gonna war with me? Religious revolt in Siak? It can't be true. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Oh my goodness, they've got 5,000 friends. I'm gonna raise the conscripts. I know that seems a little silly, but you know, we'll do it. It's worth not having to risk it. Alright, so can I deliberately retire this guy? Oh, interesting. So he's so old that the intelligentsia only get a little salty. They don't get radicalization or anything. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. You've served well, Isaac von Egmont. It's time. And all the other guys are still petite bourgeois dorks. Alright, so we'll grab the one who's a market liberal, and he'll be the main guy. No one likes him, but, you know, that's market liberalism for you. So, I was talking about war machine industries, and I think it's time to build some. Nope. That's just the game having a hard time. We'll build 10 levels in Flanders. That should provide us with all the European Maltese mass immigration. Excellent. How many people are there in Malta? Not many. And only 170,000 of them are Maltese. Wild. British and French still shooting at each other. Legislation imposed in Siak refused. They couldn't get national militia done. Siak. You fought a rebellion over this, and you couldn't even get it done. Pathetic, to be honest. Let me see, how's everyone else going? Measure teen. We've got a movement for oligarchy. I'm inclined to accept it. But I think national supremacy going to cultural exclusion is probably better. If you go to cultural exclusion, that'll piss off your petit bourgeois. But only a little bit. What does that look like? No. Not strong enough. What about for oligarchy? 5%. Presidential Republic, none. Alright, Majesteen, leave you alone for the time being. What about you, Ethiopia? You got another presidential Republican movement. You're just stuck at monarchy for the time being. Oh yeah, because they tried that before. Sex Minington's got a bourgeois revolt popping off, but I think I can live without dealing with that situation. How is the force comparison once I arrive? Guatemala seeks investors. I am perfectly fine without investing. Nice. Alright. Force comparison's rock solid. Boy, Senegal's having a real problem, huh? Shame about that. Same with Switzerland, I guess. Great Britain colonized Trarza, that's fine. There's the Siak Bourgeois Revolt. Oop, I don't want to be on defense, I want to be on advance. Nice. Solid battle. And that's the war. Very good. Alright, where are we in the episode? We're 2/3 the way in. French and British are still shooting at each other. I'm sad the Paris Commune decided not to exist anymore. Truly sad. Stonks! Oh yeah, from having 4 productive companies. That's excellent. So, I had talked about taking over Trarza, and I think now's the time. Let me see, it doesn't look like anyone's going to step in if I do this, so let's do it. They appear to have said no. Happily, I have troops on the way. Let me see, they have an army. They do have some kind of an army. The United States is improving relations. Wonderful. How many barracks? You got 1 set of barracks. I don't think I need more than this. Let's go ahead and put the Marine Royale in the area, just for the sake of having a naval presence there. And then we'll let it go. Very slowly and deliberately, we're improving our situation and expanding our empire. What is this? A Newfoundlander uprising against the French. Well, France, you know who to call if you need help. You know I can do it. Could take over Carta. If I take over Carta and Fouta-Jalal, and then the French ever stop being in a war with Great Britain, then maybe I can connect this stuff up. Actually, I could grab Segu and connect this stuff up. That would be nice. Let's do that. Let's have that be our plan. The most dangerous game. Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite events. I haven't seen this event since like 1.2, I think. The most dangerous game. Returning from a safari expedition, Kesper Battenberg, the head of the industrialists and a market liberal, was marooned on a small island in the West Indies. There he was hunted like an animal by the Spanish aristocrat Leopoldo de Perez de Guzman, a general aligned with the landowners. Splendid! One of us is to furnish a repast for the hounds. The other will sleep in this very excellent bed. On guard, Caspar! Barbaric. Decays relations and Caspar Battenberg dies. Neat. Who do we have heading up the industrialists now? We have Ignace de Brucker, a similarly politically inclined character. Interesting. So, hopefully all this building up of iron supplies has impacted the market. It seems like it hasn't that much. Although I guess this is taking a long time. Chiefly because all of this other stuff is taking forever. Like, in fact, Senegal, the state, seems like maybe a little bit of a lost cause. Trarza backs down. Wonderful. So, next, we'll grab Segu, and that should get us a path through here. So if we demand A conquest CB. No one should want to step in. Carta might. That's not going to involve me. Oh, but Russia might. Maybe they won't be able to reach the area. Russia, are you still on... You're still on peasant levy. I wonder if that means... They're still on skirmish infantry. And I've got squad. You know what? Russia, I think despite the size of your army, I might be able to take you. Let's do it. Hold on. Let's be smart about this. If we grab Eastern Mali from Massina, that gets us what we want. If we grab Volta from Mossi, that also gets us what we want. So, if we go for Volta, Austria-Hungary might stand with them. It's really more of an issue than Russia, frankly. Let me see. Problematic relations there. What about Massina? Defensive pact with me. No. With the original Netherlands? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I didn't even know they still existed. And you're in my market? No, you're in your own market. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize there still was an original Netherlands. Oh boy, that's very funny. Alright, so if we grabbed this state from Massina, 8.5 infamy, who gets involved? Again, maybe the Russians. A lot of other powers who might, but none that I think I would actually be concerned about. So, Russia's only at -3 for Segu. They're at minus 19 for Massina. So I think Messina's our best target. The only others we get involved, I'm not concerned about. Let's do it. All right. We're mobilizing those conscripts, and I think USA's improving relations once again. Beautiful. I think we'll mobilize and raise conscripts in the 2 defensive forces, and then we'll mobilize the main army, but we won't raise conscripts there. And if Russia gets involved, we'll do what has to be done. We do have quite a few countries we could bring in, particularly Austria-Hungary has a sway in Prussia too. I won't need them unless Russia gets in. If Russia gets in, I'll bring them in. A lot of very scary sounds going on here. Again, the real thing is, if Russia gets involved in this situation, then I'll want a front in Europe. But again, I think I can definitely win a war against Russia. My chances are rock solid. I've got great military production methods. I've got a massive army, actually. I think I can make that happen. My fear is that they declare neutrality from having too many notifications. Maybe I'll finally steal the last chunk of the... Oh my goodness! The Kingdom of France finally finished its war. Great Britain finally got a chunk of the Kingdom of France, and they finally stopped being in a war. Oh my goodness. How excellent. Hopefully once we save and end the episode, that'll make the situation that'll make the game run a little better. I think it's actually running better already. The British-French rivalry ended over this. Oh my goodness. That's kind of beautiful, actually. They were at war for 15 years, and they finally decided, you know what? It's time. 20 million people dead. It's enough. It's time to put an end to it. It's kind of uplifting. Alright, beautiful. Our diplomatic play is going rock solid. I think we're going to get all the territory we desire. We've got a free trade party once again. The Liberals and... Oh no, the Liberals have turned into the free trade party. They're all aligning on free trade. Well, that's fine. I don't need to worry about that. I've got a government of the trade unions. We'll go ahead and be neutral about all these other diplomatic plays. This one, yeah, it's just enough. And this one, I can safely ignore. Ooh, Bashkir. Mass migration. Excellent. How's the battle going? Battle is going just fine. My offensive capabilities are enormous. So we'll keep on trucking forward with this attack. I think we'll go until the end of the war. Massina is suffering an aristocratic revolt. Well, whatever happens, I better get my my territory. In fact, I've almost conquered the area that I need to conquer. Alright, beautiful. So, we will just go ahead and gift this territory. No, we'll just go ahead and gift Eastern Mali to Dutch Senegal. That'll unite the country, and then that'll give us much more capability to build up this territory to the north of here. Alright, feeling pretty rock solid. Let me see. Eastern Mali, got anything we need? Not much. It's got railways. That's a surprise, but a good one, a happy one. Timbuktu's got a little oil. Oh, that's right. I was going to stop the episode. Alright, my nerds. It's been a good time. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun. And I will see you on the other side.